What's going on, you guys? Today we're going to be learning the song Everlong by the Foo Fighters. Real quick before we get into it, I would like to ask that if you find this guitar tutorial helpful, that you please consider subscribing. That would really mean the world to me. Now let's get into it. You are watching Logan's Lessons. The first thing you need to know is that this song is in drop D tuning. That means we need to tune our low E string down to a D note. The rest of our strings stay the same. So the tuning will be a D, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, so once you get that tuned up, we're going to get into the intro of the song. The intro starts out with a clean guitar. I'm going to be focusing on all of the distorted guitars in this video. After the clean guitar plays through one time, the distorted guitar comes in. The distorted guitar starts on this chord with our first finger on the 9th fret of our A string and our third finger on the 11th fret of our D string. We play this upwards, and we're going to include the low E string. And then you play it down again, down, up, and then we place our index finger across the 9th fret of our low E, A, and D strings. We play that chord, leaving our third finger on the 11th fret of our D strings. We have... You have that same down, up there, going down to, just transferring this chord down to the 5th fret, where our index finger is barring across the 5th fret of our low E, A, and D strings, and our third finger is on the 7th fret. So we have... Again, we do it down, up to, back up to the second chord we had. Like that. So we have... And you build up there. Down, 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 down. So the entire intro, if you will sound like this. And that gets you into the main riff of this song. The main riff has the same chord progression, like that, but what we're going to do is we're going to strum it differently. We start with the low E string twice, and we're going to palm mute this, okay? Then you play the A and the D strings together, not palm muted. And then the low E string one more time, so. Okay? Then we do a down, up on the A and the D strings. Like that. So we have... Do that with me. And that happens twice per chord. Then we go to the second chord. Same exact strumming pattern. Then when we go down to the 5th fret, things change slightly. We start with the same low E string twice. Then we hit the A and the D strings. And then 3 of the low E. So you have... Hit the A and the D again. And then the low E. So you have... Like that. Okay? So you have... Okay? You do that same strumming pattern that we did for the 5th fret up on the 9th fret. And then we go back to the first strumming pattern still on the 9th fret. Like that. So the entire main riff will sound like this. And that, my friends, is what you play for the intro and for the verses. Moving on, we have the chorus. The chorus starts with a lead line of unisons, the first of which is going to be on the 4th fret. So your index finger is going to be on the 4th fret of your A string, and your pinky finger or third finger is going to be on the 4th fret of the G string. So we have, you play that down, up, down, then we slide up to the 5th fret, and this one we strum up, down, up. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Same thing on the 7th fret, down, up, down. Okay? up, down, up on the 9th. So then we hit the 11th fret, up on the 12th. So, and then we kind of just strike the strings like that. So, like that, and we slide down and we hit a bar chord on the 7th fret of the low E string. So your middle finger, I like to use my middle finger to bar across the 7th fret of my low E, the 7th fret of my A, and the 7th fret of the D string. Okay, so we have. Do that with me. Now the strumming pattern once we get to that chord is an up, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then you repeat. So I'll do it twice in a row. Then the third time, we go to a different fret, and this is kind of part B of the chorus, okay? So we still have the... But here we go to the 9th fret of our low E string. Okay, so we have... Same strumming pattern. Then we hit the 5th fret, same strumming pattern. Okay, so bar across the 9th fret to bar across the 5th fret. Then we go to a big fat D major chord with the low E string being the D string. We can just have this massive chord. So to do that, we're going to put our index finger on the 2nd fret of the G string and our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. We're going to mute the high E. So we just, and same strumming pattern. Up, up, down, down, up, down. So, and as I just did, you do the D major chord twice. So we have, so you do that B section like 3 times, but on the 3rd time it's different, okay? We're going still from the... And that D only happens once. In replacement of the 2nd D, we're gonna go up to the 7th fret of our low E string. And then we go to this big fat G major. So we're going to bar across the entire 5th fret of all of our strings with our index finger. Then our 3rd finger is going to be on the 7th fret of our G string, and our pinky on the 8th fret of our B. This one we're just going to strum downwards dramatically. So I'll play the whole chorus for you. And that gets you back into the main riff, another verse, and another chorus, which is the same as the first chorus, but then we get into a bridge. The bridge, we're actually just going to play what we played in the intro. But then we get into the last chorus, and the last chorus does change. We keep repeating. You do that 3 times, and then we go into just the B section of the chorus. And then here, we just keep this chord and we strum it upwards a few times. And then down. And that that is how you play Everlong. Leave a comment down below if you have a song request. If you wish to be notified of future videos, hit the bell. I sincerely hope that you are well. Please do me a favor and hit that like button blue. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe too. I hope this video has been a blessing. You've been watching Logan's Lessons.